as you can see, I'm on the queue here at Kileleshwa Total, trying to get fuel. We've not been having fuel around, so where you get it, that's where you fuel. We had plans to go home, visit our country, to visit our parents. But as you can see, you can't risk going all the way to our country without knowing if you're going to get fuel ahead, or you might get stuck home. You don't know if there's fuel on the road. Just in case of anything, you have to just be cautious and stay around. If this crisis persists, of course, now we might need to either use matatus if they are there, if they are available, that is, because you can't afford fuel. You don't know even which petrol station has fuel. Convenience in like right now, I've left work because I've had this fuel at this station. So you can see there's work that is pending, that is not being done at the moment, because now we have to fuel.
The fuel crisis is really biting. I think the government is trying to do something about it, but sometimes these business people are watu wa mafuta. You don't know what their plans are. They think about profit. But we know the fuel crisis has been exacerbated by the war in Ukraine, which has interfered with the world global supplies of oil. But we hope that the government will intervene and make life a bit easier for motorists.
Any plans for the Easter holiday, and has this crisis affected your plans?
Definitely. Easter now you can't travel.
You had plans to travel?
I had plans to travel, yes, to go to Mombasa, but now I can't go. Because with one full tank I'll get there. What about coming back? So I'll just be in Nairobi.
Yeah.
I don't think it lasts very long. I'll give it maybe another 2 months or so. Because we are told some 100 million liters of fuel are at Mombasa. So once they distribute that, then maybe within the next 1 or 2 months, then it will be okay. Yeah. So let's think positive.
It's a complete disaster. We have travel plans by road during the Easter holidays this Friday, and we may have to postpone because the idea was to drive, and if this is the situation, how are we supposed to fuel our tanks? My husband made a joke. He said, let's start walking today, then we'll get there on Friday. So what do you do? It's very frustrating, because on one hand you've already paid for accommodation, and now you're stuck. And I've been queuing here for almost 1 hour now. Yeah.
So this is the only place where you can find fuel around this area?
Yeah, actually, because I was further down where Yaya Center is. There's an Ola petrol station there. That is empty. And then and I'm now here. And I live a bit further down. I don't even live in this area. It's only because I had an appointment here I decided I'll fuel here. Yeah.
How has it been for you as a motorist for the last few days that we have had this crisis?
It's been very uncertain, because you pick up your car, you go somewhere, and then you're like, what if my fuel is low? It builds a lot of anxiety, because you're driving past petrol stations and the cars are like in long queues to fuel, so it's not good.
And this crisis, it looks like it's going to persist for a while. How do you intend to go through it?
Yeah, I'll buy a bicycle. I'll start riding my bike everywhere I go. I mean, what other option do we have? It might be good for the climate, I suppose, but it's just a blessing our kids are on holidays for the moment, so we know we're not doing that back and forth journey. But as soon as they go back to school, we are stuck, because we have to drive, and then you're using fuel to go and find a petrol station just to fuel. We're in a bit of a vicious cycle.
Kawangare. Mimi naisha Bodaboda, but si Bodaboda ya kutoka watu ya kazi fulani. Mafuta inaisha, unapata kuchukua mafuta na kwa lori. Sasa kama mimi mafuta imeishia mbali, imeishia maybe Lavington, hapa ndio Kileleshwa. Mafuta inapatikana Kileleshwa. Lavington mafuta ni kidogo kupata laini sasa hapo kwa sasa imejaa. Laini imejaa. Hata kama ni kidogo ulikuwa unaenda inabidi umechelewa kiasi, unaona? Sasa hivi inafect sana. Kwa kubwa. So na job inachelewa. Na job ikichelewa hiyo ni dogo. Ndio inapita.